These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Yellow, 480, 54. It's going to be a...
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's second and 8. The 27. Coming to you. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
On the toss, here's Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Back to throw, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Williams. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time.
Hey, 43. Hey, 57, call it.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. from the 41. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
He's cracked. He's checking crack.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 64 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk...
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 40. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
20.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Gun.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Switch. 20. He's checking.
They snap it to Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously cost one.
But they can't. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 10. Newton again. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Newton now to throw. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught here by Bell. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore. 77 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Newton now to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Newton now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down, Panthers.
Here we go. Katie.
Right there, 56.
Watch the pass. 20.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Hey, watch the ball. Gun.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
From the red zone now, Newton. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Gun.
56 to Mike. Check 56.
Now Newton looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of... would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. From the gun, here's Newton. And Olsen over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They will go for it. Now Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reggie Ragland. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow. Yellow.
It's our time.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
Now here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mahomes now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is going to be Incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Forget height and catch radius. When you run the fade really well, run down the defender, kind of take him a little bit towards the middle of the field, and then fade to the sideline and give your quarterback some space, it can be executed that well, just as we saw.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw again on second down, Newton. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up third down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Newton to the right side, and he's got more complete. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's a game of 32.
Ready.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the 50, Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That time Juan Thornhill, the rookie from Virginia, batting it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
High throw, but the catch is made. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On 4th down, Newton. And this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football...
And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Mario Addison picks up his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 45 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 22. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison, and boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And the pressure gets to him again. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jarius Wright there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Great.
To throw is Newton. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
20.
56. Mike, 56.
On 1st and 10, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead. It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 70 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
From the gun, Murray dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
If we had $1 for every time we heard a team talk about explosive plays and how valuable they are, we probably wouldn't have to work very much. And we just saw a big one there. And then they tried to go explosive again, going for 2.
Yeah, is that a little too risky, you think? Just kick the extra point?
You know, I'm all about getting points. And if I feel good about my kicker, I go ahead and do that. But with that ball at the 2-yard line, going for 2, I think it's awfully tempting for teams nowadays.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. Oh, fighting off the defender. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd and goal. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Murray now, 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They're going for it. It's Murray being chased out left. Big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
up. He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They toss to Ingram. About 3 yards there to the 27. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 27 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running, it's Drake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do go for it. It's Murray. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Shifts by him. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 38 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Come on, fellas.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Matt Judon there to bring him down. On 2nd and 7, Murray. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A first down carry here for Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Domata Peko, the one to get him down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Play fake. Murray under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matt Judon able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This will be from 49 yards out. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Now a play fake here on first down. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. They're all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 58 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
57 to the mark. 57 to the mark. Here we go, G.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he finds Fitzgerald. That one good for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Murray now. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down now. It's Ingram, and he's going to be taken down right at the line. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 30 on second down, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got Snead. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Forced out to his left. He'll take a shot. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 33 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Josh Bynes in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. They've got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 43-yard line.
Murray to air it out again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson. They stoop. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 46 yards. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Hassan Reddick, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Judon. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And he's going to go down again. Matt Judon. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really defensively turning in an incredible performance. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chandler Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Ravens push further out in front. Jackson from the shotgun. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. Check, ready. Now the watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Murray now on 1st down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon in there for the 7th time in this game alone, and that ties him with the late Derek Thomas for the most sacks ever in a single game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Murray, and the pressure gets to him again. Matt Judon in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. There he goes, right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, 51 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. They'll try and run with their fullback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On third down, Jackson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shot. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. He's going to let it fly, and that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Mike 57.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Check nickel.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
P-Lo.